Hello, welcome to the E2 Review.
Welcome to the E2 Review, our podcast and vlog.
With Max Klinger.
And Laura McNeill.
It's really lame for us to introduce each other.
Well, what's done is done.
Alright.
So, this is a political podcast and vlog. We're going to be talking about what's going on in the world, political events, current affairs, what we think about things, and just generally talking about that sort of nonsense.
And getting a few guests on now and then.
Yeah, we're going to get guests on and interview them.
Yeah.
So, to give you a taste of my political outlook, at least, I was unbelievably left-wing. I still sort of think of myself as left-wing, I think, but I'm not really ideologically committed to any wing or any massive set of beliefs. But a lot of what's coming out of the left at the moment really annoys me, and I think that they've gone kind of a bit mad and also become really censorious. So even though I agree with a lot of the points that left-wing people are making at the moment, a lot of what they're doing seems to me to be overly censorious and too hysterical, and not hysterical in the funny sense, although often it is quite funny how mad they've gone.
So ridiculous.
Yeah, so I'll probably end up whining a lot about why I find a lot of the left and some of the liberal media and politicians and so on to be a bit mad. But that doesn't mean that I'm really right-wing, because I also find a lot of right-wing stuff bad, but usually for slightly different reasons. What about you, Laura?
I think I definitely would still class myself left-wing, but I definitely also feel quite politically homeless at the moment.
So Brexit, I didn't vote for Brexit, but predicted before the vote that if it was close or if Brexit won, there would be a massive outcry and it wouldn't be as straightforward as everyone thought, because a lot of people who voted against it would start saying that everyone who voted for it was like a massive fascist and so on. I didn't know it would end up like it has, obviously, but anyway, so I didn't vote for it, but wasn't massively against it either. I thought there were pros and cons on both sides, but wasn't, and still remain not massively ideologically pro-Brexit. But the way in which the response has taken place to it, and the way in which people are now making what seemed to me anyway to be quite anti-democratic, almost openly, to some nearly openly anti-democratic arguments. Like, you'll even hear people making
fully anti-democratic.
You will hear people making anti-democratic arguments like at dinner parties or at drinks and stuff.
I think democracy is really being questioned as whether
people
it's good or not.
Yeah, and to me, I think myself,
debate.
Yeah, but I think myself as a Democrat, and I find that mad. And also, so you've also got major parties openly saying, so the Liberal Democrats are saying bollocks to Brexit. That's actually their slogan. So I was thinking, I don't know if I should even say bollocks on the podcast. Or there's so many videos of Liberal Democrat figures saying prior to the referendum, this is all, if this vote must be respected, it's a democratic vote, we have to implement, there will not be a second referendum if you don't obey the result.
This is
it. And then once it went the way which people who supported Remain don't agree with, it was like, oh no, this is bollocks to that. Before the referendum, there was stories saying there'd be 500,000 jobs lost. As in, the Treasury put out a report saying 500,000 jobs will be lost immediately after the vote, not after Brexit happens, but in the 2 years following the vote.
Yeah.
And the GDP would shrink. I think it was by 3%, and it didn't happen. I think GDP went up. I'm not sure. I definitely didn't go down by 3%, and I think unemployment went down. I don't think it definitely didn't go up by 500,000. Basically, you're saying that everyone made the argument that if you vote for Brexit, you just don't understand the effect it's going to have on the economy. And that could be true to an extent, though.
But I think a lot of them did understand.
Yeah, I think...
And didn't care.
Yes, well...
That's not what they were prioritising. They were like, okay, I'm happy, maybe not happy, but I'm willing to take being a bit poorer to take back some democratic power over our country. That's, I think, how quite a lot of people saw it.
Yeah.
And that's a legitimate view, and it's been absolutely just portrayed as being stupid and not understanding something.
I don't think it's as clear-cut as so many Brexiteers say that the EU is simply undemocratic. The way in which it operates isn't as democratic as it could be, let's say. They had an issue with the amount of sovereignty that had been ceded to the EU.
And also the direction of travel.
We think this is the point, though. This is going to make it sound like I'm this kind of super staunch Brexiteer, which I'm not. I think there are loads of issues with Brexit. I'm kind of internationalist in outlook. I'm basically pro-immigration, although obviously I think it should be able to be discussed without instantly anyone who discusses it being called a racist. But if you're a racist and you discuss it, I think you should be called out for that. And I think there are aspects of the Brexit vote which I strongly don't agree with, like the impulse behind some of the voters. But there are also millions of voters who aren't racist. So we're going to talk about other stuff, the culture wars. What else? Labour, anti-Semitism, what's the issues with that? Identity politics, what are the issues with that? Have they gone mad? Do they have a point? So we'll try and be nuanced, but we might point out some of the, I guess, point out some hypocrisies and so on. Anyway.
It is hard, I think, sometimes to have nuanced discussions these days when you sometimes feel like you just want to make the points which aren't being said because you just need to, in order to open a conversation up to actually discuss all the different angles, that means saying the angles that aren't being said. And because right now I do feel like a lot of the left-wing arguments are quite visible. They're the ones that are being made. So then you end up being forced into a situation where you're making the right-wing arguments. It's like that's not even what we believe. It's just you want all of the talking points to be available.
Yes, you want freedom to discuss ideas without being constantly told that you're an extremist when you're not. Anyway, so we don't want to go on for too long, I guess. We don't know how long. I think that the episodes will probably be an hour-ish, but this is an opening little tidbit. Oh, wait, subscribe. What do they need to do?
They need to subscribe and
like the video, subscribe to it.
This is
tell
a YouTube
everyone you know about
and
it.
the podcast at the same time.
Yeah, so check out the podcast.
Also, Max has got some pretty great Instagram. I don't know if you want to check that out. It's got nothing to do with
We've got an Instagram page, which is not very good. Well, I'll tell you about that next time, but we'll put a link
I take really good photos.
Well, you've got that on film. So please follow this channel, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, but also check out the podcast, which is the same as this, but in audio form, so you can listen to it on
Spotify,
your
iTunes.
headphones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or your AirPods.
Thank you for listening.